Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel eContent VB. Dear students, today we are going to talk on the new topic called types of budget under the heading budgetary control. Dear students, the budgets are of different types which are classified according to the different basis, and the first basis that classify the budget is budgets are classified according to time. So when I say budgets are being classified according to time, budgets can be of three types, that is, long term budget, short term budget, and current budgets. Long term budgets are concerned with planning activity for a long a period of 5 to 10 or more years, whereas short term budget cover a budget period of 1 to 2 years. Current budgets relates to the current period within a short period of 1 year. A yearly budget is generally broken on monthly, quarterly, or half-yearly basis for effective implementation of the same. Now, the next basis that classify the budget is that is budget on the basis of flexibility. On the basis of flexibility, budgets are grouped into the two categories. One is fixed and second is flexible or variable budget. So when I say fixed budget, a fixed budget is prepared for one level of output and one set of conditions. This budget in which targets are tightly fixed. It is known as static budget. According to Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, a budget which is designed to retain or remain unchanged irrespective of level of activities attained. It is a firm and prepared with the assumption that there will be no change in budgeted level of motion. Therefore, fixed budget does not provide room for any modification in expenditure due to the changes in projected conditions and activity. Fixed budgets are prepared well in advance. These budgets are not useful because the condition go on the changing and it cannot be expected to be static. The management will not be in a position to assess the performance of different head on the basis of budget prepared by them because to the budgeted level of activity it is hardly of any use as a mechanism for budgetary control because fixed budget does not made or make any difference between the fixed, semi-variable and variable cost, and fixed budget does not provide any space for alteration in the budgeted figure as a result of change in cost due to change in level of activity. Therefore, fixed budgets it can be revised in the light of changing situation, yet the rigidity and control over the cost and expenses would be lost in such cases. Fixed budget it should be prepared only where sales, production and cost are accurately estimated. Now the second type is flexible budget. These budgets are known as dynamic budget. In comparison with the fixed budget, a flexible budget is one which is designed to change in relation to the level of activity attained. Underlying principle of flexibility is that budget is of little use unless cost and revenues are related to the actual volume of production. The statistics ranges from the lowest to highest possible or probable percentage of operating activity in relation to the standard operating performance. Flexible budgets are part of the fit advanced process and such are useful part of planning. An equally accurate use of flexible budget is for the purpose of control. Flexible budget has been developed with an objective of changing the budget figures so that they may correspond with the actual output achieved. Flexible budgets are more sensible and practical because changes expected at the different level of activity are given due consideration. Therefore, flexible budget might be prepared for various levels of activity in accordance with the capacity utilization. Now the next basis that budgets are being divided and that basis is known as budgets are being categorized as per their functions. So when I say according to functions, a budget related to particular activity which can be a selling, production, purchasing, or any other activity. The budgets are prepared according to the functions, which are known as functional budgets, and the popular functional budgets prepared in large scale organizations are sales budget, production budget, purchase budget, capital expenditure budget, overhead cost budget, cash budget, research and development budget, production cost budget, labor budget, and master budget. So these are the different types which are according to the functions of organization. So the very first function of organization which is mentioned over here is the known as purchase budget. This budget is prepared by the purchase manager to show the purchases which must be made during the budgeted period. Purchase budget include direct and indirect material to be purchased and also the services required by the management. In case of trading businesses where the finished goods are purchased for resale, the purchase budget should take into account the requirement of finished goods which are to be resold. Generally, purchase budget include raw materials, work in progress material, components, spare parts, equipments, indirect materials, etc. Purchase budget is either shown in terms of quantity or money. The purchase budget is mainly based upon sales budget, production cost budget, estimated requirement of raw material, supplies, or bought out components, and maximum, minimum, and economic order quantity. A very simple definition of purchase budget is that the budget which shows the quantity and value of goods to be purchased during the budgeted period to meet the day-to-day needs of the business is known as purchase budget. The basic purpose of preparing purchase budget is to estimate the cash requirement for the purchases to be made during the budgeted period and to enable the purchase department to chalk out the future plans for timely and surely purchases. Now, production budget. Production budget is prepared after the sales budget because sales to be made are estimated in the sales budget so that how much quantity should be produced can be known. Thus, production budget is one which is an estimate for quantities of goods to be purchased during the budgeted period. The production budget is always expressed in terms of unit or standard hours. Next is production cost budget. This budget is prepared after the production budget. The budget shows the details of estimated cost which are required to be incurred as per the quantity shown in the production budget. The details include in production cost budget are cost, labor cost, and overheads. The overheads again include variable, semi-variable, and fixed cost. The costs are classified and they are analyzed according to the production and the departments. The production cost budget depends upon production budget, estimated increase in wages, salaries, and expenses, and estimated increase or decrease in prices of raw material and other supplies. Sales budget. The basic function or the basic foundation upon which all other functional budgets are built, the budget is sales budget. Therefore, a sales budget is a statement expressed in physical quantities and values of anticipated sales figure for a specified period of time. Sales forecasting is the basic step in preparation of sales budget. Sales budget is done by the sales department under the charge of sales manager in consultation and cooperation with the other budget controllers. The forecasting of sales is not an easy job. It requires a lot of skill and knowledge in the techniques of sales forecasting, collection of relevant facts and figures, and understanding of business environment in which firm is placed. The techniques of sales forecasting for new products are different from those used for estimated products. Sales budget is defined as a statement of planned expressed sales in terms of quantity and value is known as sales budget. Now we will talk about the revenue budget. Revenue budgets, they have the three basic components. One is principal budget, then secondary budgets, and summary budgets. The revenue budget consists of principal budget. It means that under the principal budget, income budget and expense budget will be prepared. In the income budget, order booking and gross profit budget will be prepared, turnover and gross margin budget will be prepared, and other income budget will be prepared. Whereas in principal budget, expense budget will be also prepared. In expense budget, direct selling expenses budget, distribution expenses budget, promotion expenses budget, and other marketing service expenses budget will be prepared, and the total marketing expenses budget will be prepared, which will be again subdivided into variable expenses, semi-variable expenses, and non-variable expenses. Whereas in the secondary budget, working capital budget will be prepared and expenses behavior analysis budget will be prepared. And in terms of summary budget, profit and loss budget activity wise and profit and loss budget overall it will be prepared. So this is generally known as an revenue budget. Now we will talk about a cash budget. Cash budget is the forecast of cash position for a particular period. Cash budget represents the cash requirement of the business during the budgeted period. Cash budget is financial. It is a financial budget which is prepared after the preparation of all the functional budgets. The cash budget defines as an estimate of receipts and payment for each month or any other relevant period forming the part of entire budget period is known as cash budget. Therefore, cash budget is a future plan of receipts and payment of cash for the budgeted period. This cash budget analyzed to show the monthly flow of cash in such a way that the balance can be forecasted at the regular interval. It means that the budget prepared by the chief accountant in terms of money value, it may be prepared for a short period of time or long period of time depending upon the requirement of the organization. That is, it can be prepared weekly, fortnightly, monthly, quarterly, half yearly, annually, etc. Why cash budget is prepared? The reason is to obtain the necessary working capital easily from the bank and other financial institutions, and for the smooth functioning of the business organization, cash budgets are required to be prepared. Second thing is to enable the top management to make the necessary arrangement of cash in case of emergency situation and to ensure the sufficient cash is made available throughout the financial period to meet the requirements of the payment. Therefore, the cash budget is prepared. And cash budget is also known as the most important tool in the financial plan. Now we will talk about the labor budget. Human resources are highly expensive. Therefore, in terms of operation of any enterprise, like all other factors of production, the management should find out in advance the personnel requirement for various jobs in the business organization. And the budget may be classified into the labor requirement budget and labor requirement budget. The labor necessities in the various job categories such as unskilled labor, semi-skilled labor, supplementary are determined with the help of all the heads of the department, and the labor employment is made keeping in view the requirement of the job and its qualification, the degree of skills and experience required for the job as well as the rate for the job will be considered. Now we will talk about the capital expenditure budget. This budget stands for expenditure on all fixed assets for the Duration of the budgeted period. The budget is normally prepared for a longer period of time than other functional budget. The capital budget includes new building, land, machinery, intangible assets like patent, etc. This budget is designed under the observations of the accountant who is supposed to be and who is supported by the plant engineers and other functional managers. At the time of preparation of capital expenditure budget, some important information should be observed. And that information is overfiling on the production facilities of certain departments, such as revealed by the plant utilization budget, long-term business policy with regard to technical developments, potential demand for certain products, it has to be taken care before preparation of the capital expenditure budget. Now we will talk about the research and development budget. Research and development budget, this budget is prepared by the organization, those who are manufacturing the goods and services. Basically, this budget is being prepared by keeping in view that whenever company go for new product launching in the market, then before the launch of the new product, company make the research for the product as well as based on the research requirement and the feedback itself from the customer, because the products are being launched in the market, and therefore for that purpose companies are analyzing the different requirement of expenditure that is likely to be made, and how much benefit that we can derive from the expenditure that we are making on the research and development. And for that purpose also companies are going to prepare the budget, which is known as a research and development budget. Companies are also trying to prepare the overhead budgets also. So overhead budgets are nothing but these are the budgets for the indirect expenses of the organization. For example, the selling and distribution expenses, production expenses, then you can say administration expenses. So all these expenses are being covered under the heading known as an overheads. So all these overheads are required for the purpose of manufacturing of the any of the products and services. For that purpose, the overheads are to be estimated because control over the different indirect expenses is a key while manufacturing any product or services. So therefore, to analyze all these variable expenses which are known as an overheads, the overhead budget is being prepared by each and every organization. And finally, the master budget is prepared, and therefore master budget means the budget which is known as aggregation of all the lower level budgets produced by the company's various functional areas, and this budget also include the budgeted financial statements such as cash forecast and the financial plan of the organization. So master budget, as I already told to you that master budget include all the lower level budgets within an organization as well as cash flow forecast, budget of financial statement and the financial plan. The master budget gives company a broad review of its finances, and it is often used as central planning tool. Master budget can be worked as a strategic plan. Usually, the master budget forms the basis for an organization's various budgets, which all come together in the master budget. It usually coincides with the fiscal year of the firm and can be broken down into the quarters and further into the months. If the firm plans for the master budget to roll from the year to year, then it would be usually add an extra month to the end of the budget to facilitate planning. So it is also called as an continuous budgeting. Master budget includes elements within the master budgets of the companies. You can see, for example, do not typically master budget uses the production budget. The master budget includes sales budget, production schedule, then direct material, labor and overhead, then finished goods, inventory, cost of goods sold. It means all the requirements of the business organizations are being undertaken, and then finally a budget is prepared, the budget which is known as an master budget. Now, the fourth basis of types of budget is management control instrument. So under this management control estimate, program budgeting. This budgeting is developed by the US President Johnson, who says that program budgeting is a system under which budget is being prepared for a specific level of activity. For example, if we want to organize a football match, so for that purpose, all the expenses are being analyzed and they are being forecasted, and the budget is prepared only and only for the purpose of that particular level of activity which is known as football match. So that budgets are known as an program budgeting. Now we will talk about the next type of management control instrument, and the next management control instrument is known as performance budget. In short, you can say PV also. The performance budget was used for the first time in the United States by the Hoover Commission. In India, performance budgeting was first discussed in 1954 during the Lok Sabha debates, but it was only in 1961 that Government of India issued general orders drawing the attention of the administrative ministers to the recommendations of Estimates Committee and requesting them to consider the issuance of suitable instruction. It was left to the Administrative Reform Commission to come out with more elaborate emphasis on performance budgeting in 1967. Performance budgeting is a budgeting system which involves the assessment of performance of the business and both its specific and overall objectives. Performance budgeting gives clarity about organizational objectives and provides an extra direction to each employee in a business. A performance budget is one which presents the purpose and objective of which funds are required, the cost of the programs proposed for achieving those objectives, and quantitative data measuring the accomplishment and work performed under the program. The performance budget technique of presenting budget for cost and revenue in terms of function, programs, and activities, and correlating the physical and financial aspects of the individual items comprising the budget. As per the National Institute of Bank Management, performance budgeting technique is the process of analyzing, identifying, simplifying, and crystallizing specific performance objectives of a job to be achieved over a period in the framework of organizational objective, the purpose and objective of the job. The technique is characterized by its specific direction toward the business objective of the organization. As a result, performance budget essentiates the execution of specific goals over a period of time. Now, the next type of managerial control instrument budget is known as an ZBB, which is known as an zero-based budgeting. The zero base refers to nil budget as the starting point. This budget starts with a presumption that the budget for the next period is zero until the demand for a function, process, or a project is not justified for single penny. Assumption is that without such a justification, no expenditure will be allowed. In effect, each manager or functional head is required to carry out cost-benefit analysis of each activity under his control and for which he is responsible. The method of ZBB suggests that business should not only make decisions about proposed and new programs, but it should also regularly review the suitability of the existing programs. This approach of preparing a budget is incremental budgeting since budget process is concerned mainly with the increases or changes in operation that are likely to occur during the budget period. The method of zero-based budgeting was first time used by the Department of Agriculture United States of America in 19th century. Other state governments of the USA found this method helpful, and so almost all the states took deep interest in the ZBB method. Number of states of America uses this technique even today also. ZBB is a management tool which provides a systematic method for evaluating all the operations and programs for reductions and expansion in rational manner and allows reallocation of sources from the low to high priority programming. Now the last type is known as an revenue budgeting. Revenue budgeting means it is a budget which is being prepared for the purpose of how much revenue that we are going to generate for a specified period of time. So for that purpose also we are going to prepare a budget which is known as the revenue budget, and all these budgets help the management to control the activities of the business organization. So I hope this was and a video which consists of all these types of budgets in nutshell so that it will be easy for you to recall. If you have any of the doubt regarding any of this type of budget, you can chat me or you can ping me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you for your patience listening. Do subscribe my video. Thank you. Thank you so much.